This is Tony T here from Tony'sPicks.com with our NBA Pick Show here for Sunday, April 13th. We'll have picks from all 15 games. Now, frankly, this is the last day of the regular season. Some games have meaning as far as seeding goes. We do know seeds 1 through 10 in the East. We know the 10 teams that will keep playing in the West. We just don't know the seeding positions for some of these teams. But in this video, my picks, I will be using some motivational factors and just practicality, a practical approach here. Not a whole lot of stats here when you're dealing with a lot of end of the bench guys playing, G Leaguers playing, a lot of games really with the meaningless games in there mixed with some meaningful ones. So kind of that's how I look at it here at this junction of the season, the last game of the regular season. For more pre-pick videos, be sure to subscribe to our channel. Lots of free picks on our channel from our handicappers, as well as myself here at Tony'sPicks.com, making it a great place to subscribe. Also, our live show every day, 9:30 a.m. Eastern Time, Tony 6 Morning Show. We go live with our free picks. Our cappers join me as well, coming out the live free picks. Now, it's live chat, so you guys have questions, ask them in our live chat. We interact with you guys. You can ask for picks, give your picks, comment suggestions on our live show at 9:30 a.m. Eastern Time every day. You can also check the YouTube channel for the archive. Also, if you would support our channel with a like, a thumbs up, we greatly appreciate it. Then visit our site, Tony'sPicks.com. We are a multi-capper site showcasing top performers in our industry. Click the links to the hot cappers, get signed up to long-term passes. You know, our top performers here like David Racy, Ron Crawford, Sean Higgs. You know all these guys from our YouTube channel. Got Brian Bittler has been hot. You've seen Brian with the videos up there. Stubbles coming in with his videos as well. Jorge, you saw him on our live show. Yours truly has been hot in baseball. I'm #1 in baseball for the year. Damon on the leaderboards as well. Guys, click their links, get signed up to long-term passes. Latest print picks here, center of the page. Ron Hahn, want to give him a shout out too. He runs our live chat in our live show. Latest print picks here, center of the page with best bets and more. We'll be locked and loaded for this card for you here on Sunday. Remember, all of our one-day passes are profit guaranteed. They must turn a profit or amount purchased will be credit back to your account for site credits. That's profit guarantee. Our promo code TonyT at checkout knocks off that 15%. Links in the description to get signed up. So let's go ahead. Let's get this one underway. Pacers and Cavaliers here for Sunday. Shepard doubtful for Indiana. Cleveland is listing starters and key reserves out for this one. Indiana fell to 49-32 after a 129-115 home defeat to Orlando. The Pacers shot 45%, 41% for three. Bennett Mathurin, 20 points, 8 rebounds. Johnny Furphy, 17.6 rebounds. Indiana allowed 58% shooting to the Magic, 41% from three. Cleveland 64-17 with their 108-102 road win at New York Knicks. Cavs shot 49% in the game, 35% from three. Darius Garland, 26 points, 13 assists. Max Strus chipped in 19 points, 5 rebounds. Cleveland allowed 41% shooting to the Knicks, 39% from three. Both teams have clinched their seed in the postseason, really have nothing to play for. Halliburton was dealing with back issues and is off the injury report, but that does not guarantee that he'll play. The Cavs are going deep in their rotation here, sitting 8 rotational players. Even if Allen sits, that means 9 rotational guys out for the Cavs. I believe this will definitely impact scoring. Pick here, Indiana and Cleveland under 227.5. Pistons and Bucks, this one for Sunday. Looks like Milwaukee is sitting in their rotation. Ivy, Stewart, and Thompson are listed as out for Detroit. Detroit drops to 44-37 with their 125-119 home defeat to Milwaukee. The Pistons shot 49%, 46% from three. Cade Cunningham, 36 points, 12 assists. Malik Beasley contributed with 21 points, nothing else off the bench. The Bucks improved to 40-34 and clinched the 5th seed in the win. Dropping the Pistons will be the 6th seed. Giannis produced 32 points, a triple-double. Brook Lopez pitched in 15 points, 7 rebounds. I would be surprised if the Pistons play their starters and rotational players a lot in this game. Take the points here with the end of the bench players seeing the bulk of the action. Again, a practical approach here. Pick here Milwaukee plus the 7.5. Hornets and Celtics, this one for Sunday. Again, they just played Friday. Bridges, Green, and Williams are out for Charlotte. Smith and Diabate are questionable. Boston seeing several starters and rotational players. Charlotte fell to 19-62 after their 130-94 road defeat to Boston. And the Celtics had nothing to play for and still beat them by 36. Hornets hit 39%, 38% from three. Seth Curry, 17 points, 2 rebounds. Yusuf Nurkic chipped in 14 points, 6 assists. Boston moved to 60-21 in the victory. Peyton Pritchard, 22 points, 3 assists. Sam Hauser, 20 points, 5 rebounds. Expect those two really to be the bulk of the scorers here in this one. As exhibited in their win Friday, the Celtics have good depth and bench players, good G Leaguers. They're more skillful than the Charlotte that Charlotte has. Pick here Boston. Again, a practical approach here. Boston minus the 12. Bulls and 76ers for Sunday. Ball, Giddey, and Jones out for Chicago with Terry probable. Drummond, Lowry, Oubre are out for Philadelphia. Edwards, Grimes, and Yabusele questionable here. Chicago improved to 38-43 with their 119-89 home victory to Washington. The Bulls shot 46%, 32% from three. Julian Phillips scored 23 points, 9 rebounds. Matas Buzelis chipped in 20 points and 6 rebounds. Chicago allowed 38% shooting to the Wizards, 24% from three. Philadelphia fell to 34-57 after their 124-110 home defeat to Atlanta. Sixers shot 44%, 34% for three. Jared Butler, 25 points, 7 assists. Marcus Bagley chipped in 20 points and 10 rebounds. Philadelphia allowed 48% shooting to the Hawks, 38% from three. Bulls locked into the 9th seed and will play next week against Miami in the play-in round. I would not expect to see Chicago use much of their starters and rotation here, making this really a meaningless game. Into the bench guys and G Leaguers. Practical play here, Philadelphia plus 10. Knicks and Nets, this one for Sunday. Huck Porty is questionable for New York with their starters and rotational guys questionable. Johnson, Russell, Sharp are out for Brooklyn. Beekman and Williams questionable. New York drops to 50-31 with a 108-102 home defeat to Cleveland. The Knicks shot 41%, 39% from three. Jalen Brunson, 27 points, 2 assists. Mikal Bridges, 17 points, 8 assists. New York allowed 49% shooting to the Cavs, 35% from three. Brooklyn now 26-55 with a 117-91 road defeat to Minnesota. The Nets shot 37%, 29% from three. Keon Johnson, 20 points, 6 assists. Trenton Warford collected 15 points, 8 rebounds. Brooklyn allowed 55% shooting to the Timberwolves, 35% from three. Knicks are locked as a 3 seed in this, so this game is pretty much meaningless here on both sides. Their starters and rotational players should see limited work. At the end, the bench guys would figure out more in this game. Though the Nets have shown some competitiveness in their game since the break, so for that reason, we'll take Brooklyn plus the 8. Magic and the Hawks, this one for Sunday. Orlando's starters and rotational players are listed as questionable. Capella and Nance are out for Atlanta. Their starters and rotational players questionable. Orlando improved to 41-40 with their 129-115 road win at Indiana. Magic shot 58%, 41% from three. Trevelyan Queen, 25 points, 5 rebounds. Anthony Black, he scored 21 points, 7 assists. Orlando allowed 45% shooting to the Pacers, 41% from three. Atlanta now 39-42 with a 124-110 road win at Philadelphia. The Hawks shot 48%, 38% for three. Trae Young, 36 points, 11 assists. Karis LeVert chipped in 31 points, 4 assists. Atlanta held Philadelphia to 44% shooting, 34% from three. Game is meaningless for both sides as they will meet in the play-in round next week. The Magic have really struggled to get scoring from anyone other than Moncaro and Franz Wagner. For that reason, we'll take Atlanta minus 1.5. Wizards and the Heat for Sunday. Babe, Brogdon, Gill, Holmes, and Poole are out for Washington with Thor questionable. Miami will sit starters and rotational players here. Washington drops to 17-64 with their 119-89 road defeat at Chicago. The Wizards shot 38%, 24% from three. Julian Champagnie, 22 points, 14 rebounds. Carlson Carrington, 18 points, 11 assists. Washington allowed 46% shooting to the Bulls, 32% from three. Miami now at 37-44 with a 153-104 road win at New Orleans. Heat shot 56%, 44% from three. Bam Adebayo, 23 points, 12 rebounds. Tyler Hero, 22 points, 4 assists. Miami allowed 40% shooting to the Wizards, 38% from three. It's tough to lay nearly double digits with the Heat team playing their end of the bench guys and G Leaguers. Practical approach here is Washington plus 9.5. Nuggets and Rockets for Sunday. Murray probable for Denver. Tate is out for Houston. Denver now 49-32 with their 117-109 home victory in Memphis. The Nuggets shot 48%, 21% for three. It was Aaron Gordon, 33 points and 5 rebounds. Nikola Jokic contributed 26 points, a triple-double. Denver allowed 45% shooting to the Grizzlies, 33% for three. Houston fell to 52-29 with a 140-109 road defeat to the Lakers. Rockets shot 46%, 35% from three. Cam Whitmer scored 34 points, 8 rebounds. Reed Shepherd collected 14 points, 5 assists. Houston allowed 61% shooting to the Lakers, 51% from three. Houston is locked as a 2 seed, and this game is meaningless. With the win, the Nuggets will clinch a playoff spot and are motivated here. Houston has sat players since clinching the 2 seed and have been blown out of their games since. As a matter of fact, if they do knock Denver down, if Denver becomes the 7 seed, then they would meet Denver and Houston in that first round because Houston's the number 2 seed. I don't think Houston would want to face Denver in their first round of the playoffs. So, again, a motivational play here. Denver wins. They're in the playoffs. Pick here. Denver is the pick here. Oop, hang on one second. Oh, went the other way. The pick here will be on Denver here, minus 8.5. All right, next up we have Jazz and Timberwolves here for Sunday. Collins, Kessler, and Markkanen are doubtful for Utah. Martin, Harkless, and Collier are questionable. Ingles is questionable for Minnesota. Utah fell to 17-64 with their 145-111 home defeat to Oklahoma City. The Jazz shot 38%, 27% for three. C.B. McCulloch, 27 points, 3 assists. That's coming off the bench. Bryce Sensabaugh chipped in 25 points, 6 assists. Utah surrendered 56% shooting to the Thunder, 56% from three. Minnesota now 40-33 with a 117-91 home victory to Brooklyn. Timberwolves shot 55%, 35% for three. Rudy Gobert, 35 points, 11 rebounds. Julius Randle, 21 points, 4 boards. Minnesota allowed 37% shooting to the Nets, 29% for three. Minnesota in their past 4 games at home averaging 130 points per 100 possessions, a plus 25.5 net rating. Utah over their past 5 on the road, allowing 132 points per 100 possessions with a minus 23 net rating. With a win, and Minnesota earns a playoff spot and will be a play-in team with a loss. Utah in their past 5 games allowing 54% shooting, 41% from three, and 140 points per game. They've gone under in 5 straight. Pick here, Utah and Minnesota over 231.5. Mavericks and Grizzlies for Sunday. Dinwiddie is questionable for Dallas. Poulin is out for Memphis. Dallas now 39-42 with a 124-102 home victory to Toronto. The Mavs shot 55%, 44% from three. Anthony Davis, 23 points, a triple-double. Max Christie, 17 points, 6 rebounds. Dallas allowed 40% shooting to the Raptors, 28% for three. Memphis drops to 47-34, a 117-109 road defeat to Denver. Grizzlies shot 45%, 33% from three. Desmond Bane, 24 points, 6 rebounds. John Morant, 21 points, 6 boards. Memphis allowed 48% shooting to the Nuggets, 21% from three. Dallas in their past 6 road games, allowing 115 points per 100 possessions, a minus 7 net rating. Grizzlies in their past 4 home games, allowing 127 points per 100 possessions with a minus 11 net rating and losing all 4 games. Now, the Grizzlies' ceiling is a 7 seed, and they must win and Timberwolves lose at home to Utah to get there. If Dallas wins and the Kings lose at home to Phoenix, they get the 9th seed. Minnesota will be a massive home favorite here to Utah. So it looks like the Grizzlies will be the 8th seed in this game here. And for that purpose, we will go ahead and take Dallas here at plus 3.5. Suns and Kings for Sunday. Richards questionable for Phoenix. Monk is out with LaRavia questionable for Sacramento. Phoenix now 36-45 with a 117-98 home victory to San Antonio. The Suns shot 46%, 40% from three. Ryan Dunn, 26 points, 11 rebounds. Devin Booker, 18 points, 5 assists. Phoenix allowed 43% shooting to the Spurs, 38% from three. Sacramento drops to 39-42 with a 101-100 home defeat to the Clippers. Kings shot 44%, 32% from three. It was Zach LaVine with 26 points, 5 assists. Domantas Sabonis, 19 points, 16 boards. Sacramento allowed 51% shooting to the Clippers, 33% from three. Phoenix in their past four on the road, allowing 129 points per 100 possessions, a minus 14 net rating. The Kings in their past four home games, averaging 117 points per 100 possessions, a minus 2 net rating. The Suns are eliminated from the postseason. They won their home finale with starters playing. Their road finale may be a bit different situation here. I really would expect their stars and rotational guys to sit here. The Ryan point spread is telling you that. With the win, the Kings would earn home court in the 9 versus 10 play-in game against the Mavs. Phoenix over their past 5 games shooting 44%, but they're giving up 50% with 39% from three, and they're getting outscored by 13 points per game. Sacramento over this period hitting 49%, 41% from three. The Suns have failed to cover 9 of 10. Pick here Sacramento minus 15. All right, this is the game of the day here. Clippers and Warriors for Sunday. Batum, Coffey, and Mills are questionable for the Clippers with Lundy probable. Golden State has a clean injury report. LA improved to 49-32 with a 101-100 road win at Sacramento. The Clippers shot 51%, 33% from three. Kawhi Leonard, 28 points, 7 rebounds. James Harden chipped in 23 points and 10 assists. LA allowed 44% shooting to the Kings, 32% from three. Golden State now 40-33 with their 103-86 road win at Portland. The Warriors converted on 40%, 32% from three. Jimmy Butler, 24 points, 7 assists. Buddy Hield, 16 points, 4 rebounds. That's coming off the bench. Golden State held Portland to 38% shooting, 20% from three. Golden State in their past 5 games averaging 112 points per 100 possessions, a minus 1 net rating. The Clippers in their past 5 on the road averaging 120 points per 100 possessions, a plus 11 net rating. Both teams with a win will clinch a playoff spot. A loss, and they will need help to get out of the play-in round. LA in their past 5 games shooting 53%, 45% from three. Golden State over this period hitting 44%, 36% from beyond the arc. LA has won 14 of 16. The Warriors have failed to cover 7 of 10 at home. Pick here Clippers plus the 3. Raptors and the Spurs for Sunday. Barrett, Portal, Quickly, Rodent, and Walter are out for Toronto. So Khan and Vassell are out for San Antonio with Johnson probable. Toronto fell to 30-51 with their 124-102 road defeat to Dallas. The Raptors shot 40%, 28% from three. Scotty Barnes, 26 points, 9 rebounds. Ochai Agbaji, 24 points, 6 rebounds. Toronto allowed 55% shooting to the Mavs, 44% from three. San Antonio drops to 33-48, a 117-98 road defeat to Phoenix. The Spurs shot 43%, 38% from three. Julian Champagnie, 23 points, 5 rebounds. Sandro Mamkalashvili chipped in at 19 points, 9 boards. San Antonio allowed 46% shooting to the Suns, 40% from three. Toronto in their past 6 road games averaging 109 points per 100 possessions, a plus 4 net rating. The Spurs in their past 4 at home surrendering 126 points per 100 possessions, a minus 16 net rating. Spurs injuries are the concern, as without them, they were blown out to a really down Phoenix team. The Raptors over the past 5 games allowing just under 44% from three. The Spurs over this period giving up 47% shooting, 40% from beyond the arc. Pick here, Toronto plus 6. Lakers and Trailblazers for Sunday. James out with Kleber doubtful for LA. Avdija, Ayton, Grant, Henderson, Simons doubtful for Portland. LA improved to 50-31 with a 140-109 home victory to Houston. The Lakers shot 61%, 51% for three. Luka, 39 points, 8 rebounds. Austin Reeves, 23 points, 7 boards. LA allowed 46% shooting to the Rockets, 35% for three. Portland now 35-46, a 103-86 home defeat to Golden State. The Trailblazers shot 38%, 20% from three. Rayon Rupert, 15 points, 2 rebounds. Jabari Walker, 19.6 boards. Portland allowed 40% shooting to the Warriors, 32% from three. I would expect the Lakers to sit their starters and rotational players here after clinching that 13 on Friday. Portland could be sitting starters as well. Scoring could be depressing here. The pick here will be LA and Portland under 220.5 on the practical approach. Thunder and Pelicans for Sunday. OKC expected to sit starters and key rotational players here. Boston, Brown, Hawkins, Metkovic, Missy Olenek are out for New Orleans. Oklahoma City now 67-15 with a 145-111 roll win at Utah. Thunder shot 56%, 45% from three. Isaiah Joe, 32 points, 9 rebounds. Aaron Wiggins, 35.7 boards. OKC held Utah to 38% shooting, 27% from three. New Orleans fell to 21-60 with their 153-104 home defeat to Miami. The Pelicans shot 40%, 38% from three. Jamal Cain at 25.7 rebounds. Lester Quinones, 9 points, 3 assists. New Orleans allowed 56% shooting to the Heat, 44% from three. New Orleans in their past 5 home games averaging 103 points per 100 possessions, a -10 net rating. OKC in their past 4 home games averaging 122 points per 100 possessions with a +12.5 net rating. Even though the Thunder clinched the West a long time ago, the team still performed well on the court with starters and reserves. New Orleans ended the bench personnel and G Leaguers just looked bad. In their past 2 games, they gave up, 136 to Milwaukee, 153 to the Heat. Pick here, OKC, -12. For more free pick videos, be sure to subscribe to our channel. Lots of free picks on our channel for myself as well as our team of cappers here at Tony'sPicks.com. So make this the channel you want to subscribe to. We have a live show every day, 9:30 a.m. Eastern Time, Tony's Picks Morning Show. I go live with the cappers. Join me giving out live free picks. So guys, make sure you tune into it. A very good show. The chat's open so you can interact with us with your questions, concerns, suggestions. Give us your picks. Ask for picks. Ask questions about any line moves and stuff. Check us out on the morning show. Give us those questions there, as well as checking out the replay on our YouTube channel if you happen to miss the show. Also, if you would support our channel, give us that like, that thumbs up. It really helps us out. Then visit our site, Tony'sPicks.com. We are a multi-capper site showcasing top performers in our industry. Click the links to the hot gappers, get signed up to long-term passes. You see our top performers up here like David Racy, Ron Crawford, Sean Higgs. It's been hot. You know these guys from our live shows, as well as the YouTube channel. Last 30 days has been Damon. Brian Butler has been on a heater right now. Jorge's been hot. Damon, you know Jorge from our live show. Kevin Thomas as well from the videos. Ron Hahn runs our live chat for us. Guys, you know these guys, so click and get signed up to their picks. Latest print picks here, center of the page with best bets and more will be locked and loaded for the Sunday card. Our promo code TonyT at checkout knocks off that 15%. Links in the description to get signed up. That will do it for now. I'm Tony T. We'll talk to you later.